In this video, I'm going to answer the following question. The question says this: download monthly historical stock prices for Netflix Corporation, ticker symbol NFLX, from January 2010 to May 2018 from Yahoo Finance and compute the following. The first one is average monthly and annual return, geometric monthly mean return, monthly standard deviation, Sharpe ratio using given risk-free rate, holding period return, and it also asks you to compute how much would it be in May 2018 if you had invested 1000 in Netflix stocks in January 2010. So in order to answer this question, you have to download historical stock price for Netflix from Yahoo Finance. If you don't know how to do that, please watch another video that explains how to download historical stock price from yahoofinance.com. So I want to go to now Yahoo Finance website. Once you are on finance.yahoo.com, on the lookup box on the right hand side, type the name of the company or ticker symbol. So I'm going to type here NFLX and it will suggest the name of the company. Click there and it takes you to the page that has all kind of information about that company. Since I'm interested on historical data, so I want to click on historical data, and now we have to make three choices. Time period for us is January 2010 to May 2018. So I'm going to say 01 2010 to May. So it's a 05. So I'm going to select the end of May. So it's going to be 30 and 2018. So done. And historical prices. So we are downloading historical prices. You can leave as is. And now we have to choose the frequency, whether you want to download daily, weekly, or monthly. Since we want to download monthly stock price, so let's select monthly. So once you make all that selection, click apply, and now you have the data saved in the CSV file here on the download data link. So you can right click on that and save as on my desktop. I'm going to select this desktop and name of the file is NFLX. So once I download the data, I can go and see what is in the file. So I have all the historical stock price: open, high, low, close, adjusted close, and volume. Since this data is in the CSV file and I want to work in the Excel file, so I want to copy the entire data set in the Excel file. So let's open an Excel file. Click on Excel and open a new Excel file and go to the CSV file and copy the entire data. Click on the left corner, entire Excel set, and copy and go to the Excel file, and again click on the left corner and Control V. Now I copied entire data set in the Excel file. So I have open, high, low, close, adjusted close, and volume. Since I am not going to use open, high, low, close price, I can delete that. Select all these columns and right click and delete. And I also don't need the volume, so I can also delete that volume. Now I have the date and adjusted close price, so I can rename that adjusted close as NFLX prices. So once I rename the column, I can make this look different color. And what I want to do is I want to fix the top so that when I scroll down, I can still see the name of the column. So I can go to view and freeze panel and freeze panel, right? So once you have that, now you can go and see the data. The data starts 1/1/2010 and it goes until 5/1/2018, meaning May 1st, 2018. So I have now all the historical data I have. So once you copy the entire data set and when the data looks good, I want to save this. Let me save this on my desktop again, and I want to save this as a Netflix file. So desktop, and it is NFLX Netflix. So now I save the data. So let's go and see what is being asked. So the question is asking the following: average monthly and annual return. I can copy this guy here and take it to the Excel file. So I'm gonna put it here, average monthly and annual returns. So this is too big, so let me make this smaller. Alright, and the next thing being asked, I can copy all them together. So I can copy all of these and take to the Excel file, so that again I can make this smaller, and now the capital investment in 2010, which would be 1000, right? 1000. I can change the format right here. Value of 1000 invested in 2010 in 2018 is going to be how much, right? So these are the questions being asked. So let's make them all red. So let's compute all of this, and I'm trying to be slightly faster here. So always when you have to analyze the stock or you have to compute anything, you should start with the return computation. So I have the data here, prices. I want to compute returns, right? Returns. And always I want to focus here simple return. And how do you compute return? You can always do equals to. So you are computing stock return for February 2010. Then you have to choose the current price of that month minus the previous price and over the previous price. So that gives you the return for February, and you can change the format, and that is 6.10, and I can show you the formula text, right? And once you choose that, it shows you the formula, and now you can grab the little square box or you can just double click it. So now it computed return series for all of the time. Right now let's compute monthly and annual return. So I want to first compute monthly return. So monthly is simply, all you have to do is use the average function of the Excel. So equals to average, right? Average, and you have to select the entire series, the return series. So average, so you want to find the average of the entire return series, right? So you take the mouse on the top cell and then press it and drag it to the bottom. So once you make all that selection, now bracket close, right? Enter, that gives you the monthly return, right? So I can show you the formula text here too. So formula text, and now this gives you the monthly. So this is a monthly return. So let me just change here monthly return, so I can compute the annual return in the next row. Okay, that's my monthly return. So if you want to find the annual return, so here's a annual average returns. You remember how you change that monthly into annual. It's always equals to, so bracket 1 plus your periodic rate, that's monthly here, and bracket close, and power has to be how many months in a year? It's 12, right? This guy. So that has to be power 12 n minus 1. So that gives us the annual return, and which is 85.17%. The monthly return was 5.27%. So that's the annual return. So now let's go and compute geometric monthly mean return. So Excel has a geomean function, but Excel's geomean function cannot handle the negative value. So what you have to do is you have to create a new series, adding 1 to the return series, and use that new series to compute the geometric mean. So I want to do this equals to here, like 1 plus returns. Okay, so here equals to 1 plus whatever return you have computed, do that, plus this guy. So let me show you again the formula text right here, and double click the square box so you can see all the series, right? So you have now all the series 1 plus return. Now you can use that to compute the geometric mean return, which would be simply geomean, right? And your new series, you can again select entire series. You can start from the bottom also and go until the top and bracket close. So that's a geomean, and you had added 1 to the return series. Now you have to subtract 1. So that's how you compute the monthly geometric mean. And you can change the format. You can right click it, format cells and number and just the 2 decimal place, and you can change that, and percent you can change that. Alright, this is how you change the format. So that's your monthly mean return, right? So I can also show you the formula. Okay, the formula text right here. Similarly, you can show the formula for other two. So that's the monthly geometric mean. And if you are a little confused here, I have another video completely dedicated to how to compute geometric mean. Please watch that video. Now let's go and say standard deviation. So standard deviation is a pretty straightforward. Excel has a standard deviation function that computes the standard deviation. So STD here. So you will see here standard deviation, a population, a sample, and we always choose the sample one. So once you choose that, now you use the entire return series. Don't use that 1 plus return. That series was only created to compute the geometric mean. Now I'm using only the return series and bracket close, and that gives you the monthly standard deviation. Now let's go and compute the Sharpe ratio. Using the risk-free rate is given 0.002456. So let me add one more row here so I can write the monthly risk-free rate, which is given here, which is given 0.002456, and which would be in a percent. So now I can compute the Sharpe ratio. Remember, the Sharpe ratio is always equals to average return minus risk-free rate whole to the power standard deviation. So the average return is right here. The monthly average return is 5.27 minus the risk-free rate, right, bracket close, over the standard deviation which we have computed. That gives us the Sharpe ratio. Alright, so that's a Sharpe ratio. And I can also show the formula here. That's a Sharpe ratio. Alright, I computed the Sharpe ratio. Now, holding period return. How do you compute holding period return? Holding period return, current price, meaning the price at the end of the period, over the price at the beginning of the period, right? So that would be the price in January 2010 minus 1. That gives the holding period return, which is in a percent 3,854% return. That's a huge return. Alright, that's the holding period return. So now I am towards the final part of this question. It is asking if you had invested like 1,000 in 2010, how much would that be in May 2018? And you can simply compute this as this: your initial investment times 1 plus your holding period return. So that gives us the how much it would be today if you had invested 1,000 in 2010. See here. So now in a dollar value, it's 39,537.35. That much it would be if you had invested 1,000 in 2010. So I can show you the formula text and show you how I have computed. This is how you can answer this question. Thank you.